All right, Shalom. We are the Hebrew Israelites from the Indianapolis camp of the Great Millstone. We're here to give all praises, glory, and honor to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Akakodash.
double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well in teaching us this 100% truth. Salutations to them and our fellow Akim who labor in this truth week in and week out on the highways and byways. Also, salutations to the hopeful elect of the scattered 12 tribes of Israel, scattered to the four corners of the earth. They be like it to the speckled bird, also known as your Israelite foreigners, and your so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. And they are as follows: the tribe of Judah, the so-called Negroes; the tribe of Benjamin, the so-called West Indians; the tribe of Levi, the so-called Haitians; the tribe of Simeon, the so-called Dominicans; the tribe of Zebulon, the so-called Guatemalans, the Panamanians; the tribe of Ephraim, the so-called Puerto Ricans; the tribe of Manasseh, the so-called Cubans; the tribe of Gad, the so-called North American Indians; the tribe of Reuben, the so-called Seminole Indians; the tribe of Naphtali, the so-called Argentinians, the Chileans; the tribe of Asher, the so-called Columbus Uruguayans; and the tribe of Issachar, the so-called Mexicans. To you, we say Shalom.
Shalom.
All right, we'll just get right into it.
This is the book of Hosea, chapter 4 and verse 6. It says, "My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge."
And who's the Lord's people? Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. All right, you have the 12 tribes of the children of Israel. All right.
It says, "Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee, that thou shalt be no priest to me."
Right, and our people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge is because what? They don't have those law, statute, commandments of Yahweh Shema Shah, which is to what govern us, man. You Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. All right, us to keep us righteous. All right, in the eyes of the Lord. All right, but what? We've turned our ways into the heathen, man. All right, because we were scattered amongst the heathen for going against Yahweh Shema Shah, against His law, statute, commandments. So now we've been cursed and been scattered across the four corners of the earth. All right, but now what? We've totally taken on the customs of the heathen, and we live as the heathen, and wherever we've been scattered, man. All right, so right now we have the vast majority of our people have the what? The wisdom of this world. All right, and we know the scriptures say what? The wisdom of this world is foolishness with the Most High, man. Good, appreciate it.
Yeah, but just this past weekend, you got people celebrating Martin Luther King for tomorrow, man.
Mm-hmm.
That's learning the ways of the heathen. That's why the people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Because if you knew the truth, you wouldn't be celebrating on Martin Luther King, you know, holiday, man.
Jeremiah 2 and 33. Why trimmest thou thy ways to seek love? Therefore hast thou also taught the wicked one thy ways.
Yeah, because ultimately, look, just like the elders just brought out, hey, you got Jake, 2/3 people that team Native Americans about to go and celebrate Martin Luther King Day tomorrow, all right, and be proud and post social media and say, oh, you know, thank you, Martin Luther King. I had a dream speech and all that, and tied with it. No, man, he sold us out, man. All right, so. You know, but y'all trim us out in y'all ways because what? You're down with the program with that. You want to be a part of along with the go along to get along game, man. All right, but the Lord said, go read that again.
Jeremiah 2 and 33. Why trimmest thou thy ways to seek love?
Why be wicked? Just to seek the love of this world, man. All right, but we know if you're a lover of this world, man, hey, you don't love Yahweh Shema Shah, man. Because you can't serve two masters, man. All right? What's the latter part?
Therefore hast thou also taught the wicked ones thy ways.
Right, yeah. So, look, and you guys, like I said, you're all dwelling with these heathens and stuff, man. All right? Picking up their ways, trying to be just like them. This whole, can we all just get along spirit, man? All right? But ultimately, what? This is salvation for the Negroes and Native American, man. Children of Israel is His chosen people, man. All right, all these other heathens, these Chinese, these Japanese, all right, these Edomites, the so-called white men, all right, and you know the Ishmaelites, all these other nations, man, were chosen by the Lord Yahweh Shema Shah, man. All right, He chose the children of Israel.
If I may add, you know, like I said, they know that Jake is the salt of the earth. So any type of wickedness they want to try, if it works with Jake, then it's going to go on, you know, it's going to blow up over the world. So
That's right. Jacob taking it and enhancing.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's what they done on all these holidays, man. The heathens came with these pagan holidays. Jake just took it to a whole nother level, you know.
just like the alphabet mafia community, man. They put Jacob in the forefront to push the whole agenda because they go way and above. You know what I'm saying? All out there with it, crazy. You know what I'm saying? Leading, pushing the movement. All right, and once again, like I said, salt of the earth. They follow Jake everywhere they go, man.
All right. And then, like we talked about that other Chicago with the alphabet group, they turned around and kicked Jake out of it. They didn't want to be part of it.
Yeah.
Got all the ideas, and they kicked them out of it. So now they had to start their own thing.
Yep.
You know.
You look at the so-called Bill Lim movement, man.
Yep.
I think it's funded by a so-called white man by the name of George Soros, man. Who's the face of it? Two so-called black Eve, man.
Three of them.
Three, slucky.
Actually, right. Two of them is Jake, one of Terry, one of them is white, so-called Jew and Hamilton.
Yeah, man, they defense that, but what, man? They're part of that alphabet community, man. So what? You know, it's a majority of Jake they pushing as the face of wickedness, man.
But like I said, the first scripture. Matter of fact, can we go back to that? Hosea 4:6. Yeah, sorry.
Excuse me. Hosea chapter 4, verse 6. It says, "My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee."
Right. Yahweh Shemashah is rejecting 2/3 of the nation of Israel, man. All right, because what? They want to stay in the ways of the heathen, man. They like the alphabet community, all right? They like to be joined hand in hand with the wicked, man. All right? All right? They love sticking to eating their abominations, they shrimp, crab, pork, and lobster, all right? They love these wicked holidays, all right? They live for these, man. All right? They take days off for these type of events, man. All right? You know? All manner of wickedness, man. So that's why Yahweh Shemashah is going to reject thee, because what? You've rejected the wisdom, knowledge, understanding that he gave what? The men of the Lord, all right? That out here in the highways and byways preaching and teaching this truth, man. All right? The truth is not only right here in your face, in your face, right here on the streets, but on these electronic epistles, man, on the internet, man. All right? Which does the heavy lifting, man. So there's not going to be an excuse in this day, in the day of the Lord coming back and destroying this place, man.
Says, because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee, that thou shalt be no priest to me. Seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy power, I will also forget thy children.
Right, see? So you and your children will be destroyed, all right? Because what? You put out wickedness, all right, and was okay with wickedness, all right? It'd be one thing if you didn't know, right, and then you repent and come back, right, like we all did. We were all in the world doing all manner of wickedness. All right, Yahweh Shemashah, you know, cast his marvelous light on us. All right, this wisdom, knowledge, understanding, and woke us up to this. All right, we didn't do it of our own, you know. He gave us the faith, which is good. All right.
So anytime a man of the Lord tells you, let's say, just using pork. Anytime a man of the Lord tells you you should not eat pork, that's an abomination to the Lord. But you tell him, well, you got to die of something, or whatever reason Islam goes in you that defies you, all this nonsense. You're actually rejecting the knowledge of the Lord. So when you do that, then guess what? You're actually subject for punishment, you and your family. You know what I'm saying? Because you rejected the ways of Yahweh Shemashah. You don't necessarily have to take the Bible, hold it up, and say, hey, I reject you. No, anytime you reject the laws, take the commandments that the man of the Lord is trying to give you to try to help you stay on that straight and narrow, and you cuss him out or disrespect him, well, you're not rejecting just him, you're rejecting Yahweh Shemashah to send him to tell you.
All right. Matter of fact, when we get Luke 10 to 16, just to back it up. Yeah. Like I never said, you rejected the messenger, right? All right. Hey, like we say in the world, hey, don't shoot the messenger. All right, because we're just relaying what Yahweh Shemashah has already established in his word. All right. We're not making this not coming from our own belly. All right. You got that? Go ahead.
This is the book of Luke, chapter 10, verse 16. He that heareth you heareth me, and he that despiseth you despiseth me, and he that despiseth me despiseth him that sent me.
See? So ultimately it's going back to what? When the words that are coming out of our mouth, all right, this is all through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shemashah. So when you reject the words that we're telling you, which leads to what? Life, all right, you're rejecting the one that sent us, was who? Yahweh Shemashah. You have totally cast the Most High off to the side, man, because it didn't fit your narrative. All right,
Cast words behind
behind you, yep, exactly. Yep, it's totally behind you. All right, All right, so and you show it by what, not just your words, like, but by the actions, like the elders say. You ain't curse, you ain't hold the scriptures, I curse, this. No, you show by your actions that you don't give a damn about your outbox, Pretty simple.
See, man, these people actually judge you for the outside. They don't do like how about you outside and judge according to your spirit. No, they judge the outside, so when they look at you, they don't look at you like a man Lord. They look at you like some old regular nigga or same old person you was back in the world, but you changed and different. Now you come with the message of the Lord and they don't want to accept you.
If I may add, at the end of that, it says you want to forget your children. When you reject that knowledge, as Proverbs says, train up a child in the way that he should go. When he grows old, he will not depart from it.
Right.
So if you're rejecting that knowledge, and your kid is looking to you as a mentor to teach them, you're teaching them the wrong ways. So, they're going to fail the same way. Exact same. That's why you don't want to forget it.
That's what happens, especially when you start having black women. They learn from these colleges or just off of TikTok and Instagram and Facebook, all this stuff, period. And then they try to incorporate it in their life. So they'll start calling you all these names that the white man, toxic, narcissist, all this. Before you didn't know what they were. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Narcissist, is that a new shampoo? You know what I'm saying? But now, white man put it out there, you want to tell your man, you're a narcissist. Don't even know what it means. You actually talking about yourself.
Yep, exactly. Yep.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 28, verse 9. He that turneth away his ear from hearing the law, even his prayer shall be an abomination.
See, your prayers is an abomination. You turn your ear from hearing the words of Yahweh Shema Shah. Okay, you cast it behind you. All right, so when you're in the time of your trouble, all right, and you're casting up your prayers to the Lord, man, guess what? He's not hearing it. All right, he looks as an abomination, a filthy, wicked act. All right, so the Lord looking at it disgust when you pray to him, man. If you're not following, Yahweh the law, statutes, commandments to the best of your ability, man. Because the Lord, like I said, he wants action. All right, he wants people that are sincere, that are. All right, we're not saying we're perfect up here, but we're saying, we're giving that effort. All right, man. While the rest of the world, man, is partying and bullshit, man. The true men of the Lord are giving effort for the Lord, man.
We got, Lord willing, with some of those men, we got a better chance of making it than they do.
That's right.
Yep. That's right. We slip up every now and then. We're in the flesh. What you expect? You know what I'm saying? We don't have the spiritual power yet. We don't have that new commandment to where it makes us perfect and whole yet. Yep. We're trying to get there, but in the meanwhile, we're striving for perfection. Yep. Through the word.
That's right. You know that.
Yes.
Yeah. Go ahead.
This is the book of Titus, chapter 1, verse 15, points and 16. It says, unto the pure are all things pure, but unto them that are defiled and unbelieving is nothing pure, but even their mind and conscience is defiled. Right? Who's the pure in these times, man? The elected. Are the elected how about you? Ultimately, they purified to the wording how about you? Alright? But it says, unto them that are defiled and unbelieving, nothing is pure. So ultimately, those who are defiled and unbelieving, those who are into these other false way of doctrine, man, are those who are pretty much into anything that's not the truth of Yahweh Bashmi Ashai. Alright, this doctrine, the true doctrine of Yahweh Bashmi Ashai, is not clear unto unbelievers. Why? Because they can't get this, man. It wasn't meant for them. Alright? But even their mind and conscience is defiled. Right, their mind and conscience are defiled through these false doctrines that are all out there. And the scriptures speak on how that would not be chosen tossed to and fro, man, by everyone that doctrine. Right, we gotta be fully persuaded, like the scriptures say, man. Verse 16. This is what the elder and the brothers were going into. It says, they profess that they know the Most High, but in works they deny Him, being abominable and disobedient unto every good work, reprobate. So ultimately, like they was going into, man, you don't have to grab the Bible, hold it up, saying I reject you, man. All right, through your actions, man. Like the Lord say, don't eat pork, man. Or, my family been eating pork for such and such years, and they still alive and kicking around. But hey, don't sleep with the next man's wife. Well, man, look at her, bro. Like, I can't resist. Are you showing right? You showing right through the narrative, man, that you rejecting Yahweh Bashim Yashai, man. That you denying Yahweh Bashim Yashai, man. Right, through your works, man. All right, you don't gotta say it openly, man. It's shown through your works.
the Apostle Paul say, pray for that works.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Yep. Because when it all comes down to these people, they don't fear Yahweh Shema Shah. You know, because like I said, fear is going to push you to do the right thing.
Yep.
All right. So if you don't fear, which is what the beginning of the wisdom, right? And you're not going to do anything. If you don't fear the Lord, you're not going to do anything He asks you to do. All right. Same way with your parents, right? Your parents never disciplined you or did anything to you. All right, let you do whatever the hell you want to do. All right. So you're gonna keep that same mindset, all right? Because you weren't trained up right. All right. And that, but ultimately, what? Even us in the truth, man. Some of us weren't even raised right, but that's why we had to come back. What? As being born babes. All right, be born again. All right, so that we get this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, man. Because if you try to be the same old man in this truth, man, it ain't gonna work out. You can't put old wine in new wine in old bottles, man. All right. Did you have something? Oh, you have something? Sure.
This is Second Chronicles. This is 2 Chronicles 15 and 13. That whosoever will not seek the Lord, Yahweh Shah of Israel, should be put to death, whether small or great, whether man or woman.
See? It said, whoever goes, read that again?
That 2 Chronicles 15 and 13. 2 Chronicles 15 and 13. That whosoever will not seek the Lord, Yahweh Shah of Israel, should be put to death.
See, whoever shall not seek Yahweh Shah of Israel, right? Because you know what? The nation of Israel was given the law, statutes, and commandments. You Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. That's why it says in if someone can hold that on there, Amos 3:1, 3:1 and 2. All right, so whoever the nation of Israel don't follow, go ahead.
Should be put to death.
Shall be put to death. Right? Go ahead.
Whether small or great, whether man or woman.
Yep, small or great, or man or woman. So it don't matter your status in this world. All right, from women to children to men, it doesn't matter, man. If you don't follow the ways of Yahweh Shema Shah, it's death. Because what? If you're not following it, that means what? You're sinning. All right? And we know what? Romans 6 and 23 says what? The wages of sin is death. All right, so you're getting paid out in death for your actions of what? Doing things opposite of what Yahweh Shema Shah told us to do, man. All right, so if you ain't sticking to the words of the Lord, man, then you following a dangerous path. All right? You following the path to death, man, not life. All right?
Read that again.
2 Chronicles 15 and 13. That whosoever will not seek the Lord, Yahweh Shah of Israel, should be put to death, whether small or great, whether man or woman.
We ain't talking about no small nations or great nations.
Right,
right. you know how they tell us, it's too much nations, like in Revelation. No, it's talking about the people.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? If you're, let's say, who famous out there? If you're LeBron, LeBron and P. Diddy, or you just Joe Smo on the block. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
It don't matter.
Yep.
Said no respect of
No
person.
respect of person, right. And Lord don't care about your status in this world, man.
Right. That's it on there.
You ready for that?
Yeah, whoever. Oh, yeah. Let me get that name on.
Okay.
Yeah,
This is the book of Amos, chapter 3, verse 1, and it reads, "Hear this word that Yahweh has spoken against you, O children of Israel."
See, against who? The children of Israel. All right, go ahead.
"Against the whole family which I brought up from the land of Egypt, saying, you only have I known of all the families of the earth."
See, of all the families on earth, so all these other nations, the Lord only has known what? The children of Israel. Right? All right. His firstborn, right? Go ahead.
Kind of says, "Therefore I will punish you for all your iniquities."
See, he's going to punish us for all our iniquities. All right, that's why we're in the positions that we are as the nations. All right, you Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans. All right, we've had everything taken away from us and put at the very bottom of all the nations upon all the earth. All right, we're at the very bottom. As great as the people we are, right? We're at our lowest point because of what? We sinned against Yahweh Shema Shah. All right, so now we, as the hopeful elect, we have to what? Bear the indignation of the Lord because what? We've sinned against Him. Man. All right, so now we got to go even harder for the Lord, man. All right, just like we went hard in this world being wicked. Now we got to go 10 times harder, right?
That goes back to Hosea. As a nation, Israel rejected the Lord, therefore the Lord rejected them.
Yep.
That's why they got scattered under all these curses, man.
Yep. Yep, and see, and that's a good point too. The Lord judges nations, man.
Right.
You think everybody was wicked? You know what I'm saying? No, we all had to get it. All right, and we'll say one apple spoils the whole bunch, man.
Yep.
All right, and hey, that's what happened.
Hey, that used to happen back in the day. Like when your brother get a ass whooping, everybody get ass.
Yep.
And then nobody tell who gets it.
Yep.
Okay, just ain't gonna tell. I'm gonna whoop all y'all.
Yep. Yep.
Well, exactly what he told Jeremiah.
Yep. Yep.
Even now, listening to you from your heritage.
Yep.
Jeremiah got that smoke too. He was writing all the.
He was right.
One of the great prophets.
Yeah. He was doing the Lord's will, you know. Hey.
Okay, that was it. Now,
Okay, go ahead.
It's the book of James, chapter 4, verse 4. Ye adulterers and adulteries, know ye.
Yeah, ye adulteresses, what? All right, you what? That y'all confess blood slocky. Go ahead and read that.
All right, yeah. Ye adulterers and adulteress, know ye not that the friendship of the world is enmity with Yahweh?
Now, why do you say adulterers and adulteresses? All right, because what? You guys are following these philosophies and ways of the world, man. You Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans. You have the children of Israel, man. All right, not only the physical, but also what spiritually, man. Okay.
And also, too, adulterers and adulteresses, that's the male and female.
Yep.
I'll let you know you women ain't escaped.
That's right. The twinkling of your toes, hey, you're guilty too. All right. Go ahead.
Whosoever therefore will be a friend.
Yeah. Your cherry right there, twinkling
Ah.
y'all should make sure.
Cherry sit right there.
Yep, couple of them, man.
Yep.
2 chariots, yeah. Yep. The third one just popped up. 4, 5. 5 of them. 6. Went from 1 to 6, just that fast. Oh, Lord, y'all about
All right, ye adulterers and adulteress, know ye not that the friendship of the world is enmity with Yahweh?
Right, because when you go, let me get the definition for enmity. I know it's not.
Okay, hostility,
Yep.
conflict, discord.
Yep. So you're hostile towards Yahweh Shema Shah if what? You choose the world over him? All right, you want to be a friend of this world? You love that everything that goes down in here? Are you gonna have to be taken out with this world, man? Because if you're okay with all this pedophilia, right? You're okay with all the sodomite stuff. You're okay with all the murders, rape, robbing, and kidnapping. Are you okay with this world, man? All right, you're fucking sick in the head, man. It should be put to death, man. To want this place to continue, man. That's why the Lord got to destroy you, man. Because your mind ain't right.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Sitting there eating tarantulas with Moab.
Yeah.
Giving it.
Toast the tarantula.
Yeah, like y'all eating cheese dip. Tarantula dip, man.
Right, yeah, tarantula dip. Yeah. Arachidid sauce. You know?
Arachidid sauce.
You know? Hey, see? But see, hey, let Jake get involved. They have spider web corner stores. You know what I'm saying? Spider chitlins. You know?
Yep. Oh, just like that one black woman you seen her, she was cooking what was it, a dog?
Oh yeah,
Yes.
man.
Yeah.
Then I seen one the other day cooking a guinea pig.
Guinea pig, yeah, man. Abominations, you know. It's one thing, you know, but they're all proud with it though too. So, you know, even though,
Grown
yeah.
Number 2, like when I was going to school, I was like I would hear conversations of Jake talking about they would eat all these other animals to be so-called culture. But really, they following the heathens, man. The heathens, they eat all those abominations. They see Jake thinks that committing wickedness is like it's a cool thing to do.
Yeah.
You know, eat abominations.
It's a bad, right, like a bad.
How's that culture eating barbecue koala?
Exactly. Right.
What's so powerful about this?
Exactly. See, destroy for the lack of knowledge.
That's right.
There. All right. We hear it. We hear it and see it every day. You know. So that's why. That's why the scriptures say, "We'll pray for fewer days unto you, man." All right. Because the kingdom's already set up for us. All right. We just got to play this position out. But man, like I said, this place is horrible, man. Like I said, our bodies are all broken down, man. This place, man. All right. This concrete jungle, man. All right, man, I'm ready to see life flourish, man. All right, I'm ready to have a peace of mind, man.
There you go. That's it right there. Peace of mind.
Yeah. You know, that peace of mind, man.
That's hell being tormented in your mind.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? If you ain't got no mic in your hands, you gotta sit there and deal with it.
Yep. See, part of the curses, man. We got no mic in our hands. All right, we gotta be patient, which is what suffering. We gotta wait on Yahweh Shemel Shai. You know, like I said, he told us to pray for fewer days. You know that's what we do, man. We put the prayers up, man. We're gonna get us out of here, man. Get me on that thought, man. You know what I'm saying? We gotta get out of here, man. What you said? Go ahead, man. Go ahead.
Whosoever therefore will be a friend of the world is an enemy of Yahweh.
Yep. See, so you're an enemy. Care about this place in this world and aren't trying to leave, you're still trying to set up your 5 and 10 year plans and 401ks and all these different saving deposits, whatever things y'all getting into, man. This place is gonna be destroyed and burned up, and you should want that, man. So we get up out of here a little bit.
Well, what does it do happen this year?
That's right. That's right.
Hey, when it comes to thirds, man, the Lord, He's gonna leave it, man. Because if we was waiting for all Israel's everything, we could be here forever, man. Because look, a majority of our people, majority of our people, man, they just don't want to get right, man. So the only thing Yahweh Bashim Yashai got left for them is death.
Yep.
You say, work out your own salvation before you pray. Yep. They ain't gonna do it. Okay, see you.
This is St. John chapter 3 and verse 18. He that believeth on him is not condemned, but he that believeth not is condemned already.
Right, the ones that don't believe in Yahweh Shai, right? Oh yeah, he goes on, man. Go ahead.
It says, because he hath not believed in the name of the only begotten Son of Yahweh.
This is Yahweh Shai, all right? It's not Jesus Christ, it's not Jesus Christo, all right? It's Yahweh Shai. All right, which means he saves and he delivers, right?
Yeah.
All right, that's his name. There was no letter J, all right, 2,000 years ago, man. They didn't come until 1524, you know? Yeah.
And this is the condemnation that light is come into the world.
What's the light? Hey, this wisdom, knowledge, understanding, man. Through our Lord Yahweh Shai, man. All right?
And men love darkness rather than light, because their deeds were evil.
Saying their deeds are evil. That's why they hate the wisdom, knowledge, understanding of the Lord, man. Because what? These scriptures cut, man. It's like, Hebrews 4:4. Because these scriptures cut, man. So people get offended automatically hearing these words from us, man.
Right.
All right? Like, once again, we keep saying, we're the messengers, This isn't our words. We're just preaching what was already set up. All right? So they get mad at us and start, talking to us, oh, y'all ain't perfect, which we never claimed to be, right? But all we're telling them is how to get right. But they can't get past the, well, what do I need to do to fix this? Nah, they can't get past the, you're telling me I'm doing stuff wrong. Who are you? No, man, we're the ambassadors of Yahweh Shema Shalom, right?
We can't get right. Like
Yeah.
in life.
Right.
Can't get right.
Can't get right.
They don't even ask, what can I do?
Right.
It's pride.
Yep.
That's pride.
Yeah.
So it's like you're going into, but because also when the word of the Lord is presented unto you, man, it makes you accountable, man.
Yep.
And majority of the people in the world, hate accountability, man. They don't want to be held accountable for their BS, man.
Only time they want to be held accountable is when it comes to like a weed shack or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
I got my
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I got the bag this time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who want to blow one?
Yeah. But see, like the scripture said, he said, what? Because their deeds are evil, man.
Yep.
All right? Because go ahead and read that again.
This is St. John chapter 3, verse 19. And this is the condemnation, that light is come into the world, and men love darkness rather than light, because their deeds were evil.
Yep, see, their deeds were evil, all right? So they down with the sickness, all right? Because they what, they're emotionally ill, right? Is that,
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
emotionally ill, you know what I'm saying? Or spiritually ill, which one is it?
Emotionally
Yeah,
ill.
emotionally ill, all right? So y'all just really a bunch of sickos out here, man.
Yep.
All right, because you don't have this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, man. You just, like I said, you're the real walking dead, all right?
Precept.
And Robert 21:16. Oh yeah, we'll get to that real quick.
This is Hebrews 4:12. For the word of Yahweh is quick and powerful, and sharper than any two-edged sword, piercing even to the dividing asunder of the soul and the spirit.
See, it cuts deep, man. All right, these words will beat you up, man, spiritually, man. It'll have you really feeling sick, man.
Yep.
When you go on, if you truly care about Yahweh Shemashah, but you see this word rises up, wiles up all these different spirits and stuff, man.
Yep.
Like I said, we've all seen crazy madness. We go to set up camp and then everything cool. As soon as the words start coming out, we got all these demons coming out of the woodwork, yelling and screaming, wanting to put death upon us, you know. But that don't work, man. All right, because guess what? That's gonna come with it, man. You know, that little small persecutions and stuff, man.
Yep.
But but we standing tall, 10 toes down for Yahweh Shah, man, not letting it bother us because this is what we were tasked to do. This is what we were made to do, man. All right, so when like I said, when these words come out, man, hey, these are cutting sharper than a two-edged sword, man.
Yep.
All right, that's why we get the reactions we get, man. Because these people, what? Because their deeds were evil, man. All right, they don't want to be reproved.
And of the joints and marrow, and is a discerner of the thoughts and intents of the heart.
See, of the mind. See, so this thing cuts deep, man. This is to the bones and marrow, man. Hey,
Hey. Saying hit dogs hollow.
yeah, hit dogs solid, right? All right. You know, but hey, that's what 2/3. Guess what? They're gonna be totally destroyed because what? Their deeds were evil. Because they build darkness rather than light, man. All right, so a vast majority of our people are going to be put to death, man, on this side. Because what? They chose not the ways of Yahweh Shemashah. You guys all right?
Yeah.
Go ahead. Oh, yeah.
All aspects.
That's what I'm
Okay, there's how I want to respect.
This is Second Ezra chapter 7, beginning in verse 20. It says, "For there be many that perish in this life, because they despise the law of the Most High that is set before them." Yep, also you know in the scripture in Proverbs 13:13 it says, "Whoso despises the word shall be destroyed." Also, how do you show you despise the word of Yahweh through your action, man? But the Lord told you not to be pork, man. You go ahead and do it anyway, man. And the Lord told you not to commit adultery with the other man's wife. You go ahead and do it anyway, man. There's multiple things that the Lord told you not to do, and you willingly decide to do it anyway, man. That's showing that you despise the law of Yahweh that is set before you, man. Alright? Now the scriptures say that the laws of the Most High are not grievous, man. So ultimately these laws are set up for our benefit, man, not our detriment.
Yep.
Verse 21. It says, "For the Most High have given straight commandments to such as came." Right? It says the Most High has given straight commandments. So ultimately, there's no gray area where Yahweh Alright, so either this and it's this, man. Alright? It says what they should do to live, even as they came, and what they should do to like, and what they should observe to avoid punishment. Nevertheless, they were not obedient unto him, but spake against him, and imagined vain things, and deceived themselves by their wicked deeds, and said of the Most High that he is not, knew not his ways. Also, what does the Most High's name mean? Alright, Yahweh. Alright, he exists, he to be. So if you're saying he is not, man, alright, what is that showing you, man? That's showing that's showing your display of unbelief, man. Showing that you don't believe in Yahweh by Shemashah. Alright, how is that shown through your works, man? Through your actions, man. But ultimately, like it was quoted earlier, you show your faith by your works, man. Alright, so ultimately your faith is going to move you to do the right thing, man. But majority of the people out here, man, 2/3 of our people, they don't have faith, man. That's why when this word is presented unto them, man, they don't even try to commit the change, man. They just continue doing what they want to do, man. But that comes at a price, man.
Yep.
Alright, that price is death and destruction. It says, verse 24. 2nd Ezra chapter 7, verse 24. It says, but his law have they despised and denied his covenants, and his statutes had they not been faithful and have not performed his works. So 2/3 of our people, man, they're going to go through all manners of hell, man. Why? Because they cast off the word of Yahweh Bashim Yashai. All right, they reject his wisdom, knowledge, understanding, man, so whatever they want to do, pursue the lust of their flesh, man. Also, once again, man, it comes with consequences, man. Our wickedness, sin, and iniquity comes with consequences, man. As the brother quoted earlier in Romans 6, man, the wages of sin is death, man. So you want to constantly shut off Yahweh Bashim Yashai? Or bite the hand that feeds you, so to speak, man?
Yep.
Hey, the Lord knows how to pay you back, man. Or by way of death and destruction. And we know the Lord, Yahweh Bashim Yashai, is very creative with their judgments, man.
Yep.
All right, so ultimately the Lord got infinite ways to take you out.
Right, so who are you to stand up prideful like you got like power in this world, man?
Right.
Well, the Lord, like I said, got infinite ways to take you out of here, man. But yet the people in this world, man, have their head raised high, man, chin up in the air, man, thinking that they stuff don't stink, man.
They got it all.
Right, like they got it all. But guess what? Hey, the Lord is about to knock all pride out of this place, man. He's about to, he's going to be on a humbling mission to all these people around this earth, man.
I was just proving the point about you said that the word Lord come out and stirs people up.
Oh, got it.
We all know now.
Yeah, we can get that real quick.
I'm trying to take a study.
Okay, this is the book of Acts, chapter 21, beginning at verse 26, and it reads, Then Paul took the men, and the next day purifying himself with them, entered into the temple, to signify the accomplishment of the days of purification, until that an offering should be offered for every one of them. Verse 27, And when the 7 days were almost ended, the Jews which were of Asia, when they saw him in the temple, stirred up all the people and laid hands on him. Verse 28, Crying out, Men of Israel, help! This is the man that teacheth all men everywhere against the people and the law and this place, and further brought Greeks also into the temple and have polluted this holy place.
So when the word of the Lord come out, it caused a disruption. So what they wanted to put hands on him and beat his head.
Oh, just like the apostles were in Acts 5, right?
Yeah.
Matter of fact, let's get there real quick. Let's back that up. Man.
That's fine.
Even with Stephen in Acts 7, he was giving his testimony, hey, a lot of Jake, they sought to kill him, man. What did they do, man? They grabbed up stones.
They
and
did
stoned
kill
him.
him.
Yeah, they grabbed up stones and stoned him. But before Stephen passed on, man, who did he see, man? Our Lord Yahweh Shai sitting at the right hand side of the Heavenly Father, man. So, just going to show you, man, the power of this word, man. All right?
Matter of fact, the Apostle Paul was in the crowd.
Yep.
That's why I said lay down to their charge.
Come.
You know what I'm saying? But when we teach the word, why it's happening, it don't matter if we out here on the highway about that. You can be in your own home, man. You know what I'm saying? You say something through the spirit to like put a person in their place and get mad. You know what I'm saying? Because they're not about you. How about Shimon Shah? They're about the flesh. They're about the world. The world hates people. Hey, you ain't supposed to. Nigga, stop that. You know what I'm saying? Who you think you is? Kiss my ass. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because they're not of the spirit. How about Shimon Shah?
Yeah.
All right. It's the book of Jeremiah, chapter 4, verse 22. For my people is foolish. They have not known me.
Hey, why are the children of Israel foolish? Because they don't follow the ways of Yahweh Shemel Shah, which is what his law, statute, commandments. All right. They don't have no understanding when it comes to that.
They are sottish.
Hey, start up a little bit again.
All right. Jeremiah 4:22. For my people is foolish. They have not known me.
Right, they have not known Yahweh Shemel Shah because what? They don't know the words of the Lord, man. They don't have his wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. All right. So they're just out here, like I said, the congregation of the dead.
Appreciate, I got that.
Oh, go get that.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 21, verse 16, and it reads, The man that wandereth out of the way of understanding shall remain in the congregation of the dead.
See, you're going to remain in the congregation of the dead. Y'all the real walking dead. All right, so if you don't have this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of Yahweh Shemashah, you Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans, all right, you're in a dead state. All right, you're walking on the path to death, man, not life. All right, that's simple. Yeah, that.
Because another way they don't know the Lord is they don't know the word period, so they don't know the attributes of the Lord. They don't know nothing about the Lord. They don't know what makes you laugh, cry, happy, sad, or mad, or you know what I'm saying? They just don't know the Lord, period. They calling on the name of Jesus, that's not knowing the Lord. That's not even his name.
That's right.
You know?
They don't even know what he looks like.
Right.
They look like us. But they've already got it locked in, seared in their damn head that it's a white man, you know? That white man's foot. He ain't even ready. It condemns the white, so-called white man. You know? Yeah, man.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 11, and verse 8. And their dead bodies shall lie in the street of the great city.
Yep. What? Oh, American Babylon the Great, right? And that dead body's talking about what? The spiritual dead, all right? Israelites, go ahead. Right.
It says, which spiritually is called Sodom in Egypt.
Right. This is spiritually called Sodom in Egypt. Right. Because what? America has taken on the ways of those places, man. All right. Go ahead.
Where also our Lord was crucified.
Right. And how was our Lord Yahweh Shai crucified? By what? The changing of the images. All right. The changing from a so-called Negro to a so-called white man. Right. Yeah. Iconoclasm. All right. All right.
Changing his name.
Yep. Change his name. All right. Change the. Try to change the words of Yahweh Shemel Shai. You know, to try to give you that God loves everybody when the scriptures don't say that. You can't find that in the scriptures.
Removing the apocrypha.
Yeah, removing the right, exactly. Trying to remove the apocrypha, right? All right, all these little things that you guys did, right? What crucified Yahweh Shemel Shai, right? Because you took away the truth and turned it to false, you know, to a lie.
Yep.
He rose again.
Yeah, right.
Back in Jeremiah chapter 4, verse 22, start at the top. For my people is foolish, they have not known me. They are sottish children.
Right, which sottish means stupid. Right.
And they have none understanding. They are wise to do evil, but to do good, they have no knowledge.
Right, because like in this society, man, like our people, Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, all right, you've been trained and fed to work in this system, all right? To be trained up in this place, man. All right, to go to day schools, they bug out factories, right? All right, and make yourself something for this society, man. When really you're just making yourself a high-paid slave, all right? You know, it'd be these doctors, teachers, nurses, engineers. All you're doing is progress in this society. All right, like say you be an engineer, okay, you get that nice job at Rolls Royce, right? But they make you sign a contract in case you come up with some patents that make them billions. Which I know a person that happened to, old Jake. Right? He retired, but guess what? Yeah, he made some decent money, but they made billions off of his name. All right, off of his discoveries. All right, because of what? They make you sign that contract when they first hire you on. All right, so you can't take what you worked hard and put your mind to, right? And go make something for yourself. Nah, Esau Edom's gonna have the final say. All right, that's why this is what? Not our rest, like says Michael 2 and 2. All right, this place, was you ever there? Okay, God. All right, so it says, our people are wise to do evil. All right, they're wise to learn the ways of this world and be a part of it, all the madness. And be totally demoralized in this world instead of what? Taking on the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of Yahweh Shemel Shai to what? To promote life unto themselves and their children, if they do right, we can train them up. But now they chose in this world, all right, and are okay with being in this world, all right, even after receiving reproof, right?
Well, that's why they say they destroyed for a lack of knowledge, too, because let's say you made an automobile or you ran off of a light bulb.
Yeah.
You don't get on TikTok and say, hey, make this car ran off a light bulb. All you gotta do is this and that. Then next thing you know, you don't see that chick no more.
Yep.
The Buffalo shooting, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, you think it's just somebody randomly came and knocked down Jake's grocery store? Nah. Find out,
Yeah.
dude was building a water engine. It was driving.
Yeah.
Okay, he was using it. You know?
Other people just catch Chief of War.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, they just got to make it look good. You know?
Trying to make it look like a hate crime,
Right.
but it was a planned hit.
Mhm.
Because remember when it happened, remember we were talking like, hold on, man, a regular Joe Smart don't get that type of military artillery,
Yeah.
man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You don't get that at Easy Cash Pawn, man.
Hey, he was precise too. What
Thank
the
you.
goodness.
Came in like he was playing Call of Duty.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Carts and shit flying out the way. Hey, man, I'm saying it was madness, man.
Yeah, it was a special hit too. Because remember, he had that same emblem as he put in his shoulder.
Yep, yep. And the same with the other Jake that had the invention, the water machine up
Yep.
in Flint, Michigan, that pulled water out of the
yeah,
air.
You don't see him no more.
Dallas. Yeah, he's out of there.
You don't see him no more.
He said that machine was, yeah, you don't even hear about it no more. Right. And then, you know, he said, man, he said it wasn't no just vandalism. They knew what they were
What
doing.
they're doing, yeah.
Yep. Totally destroyed this machine, you know? So,
Yeah, him.
yeah.
You know, he ain't gonna make this again.
Yeah.
But that just goes to show you, know, that whole thing was intentional.
Yep.
You know, that water was that bad, it was messing those people up physically, and you know, he tried to do something to help, and they destroyed it. That Jake keeps having faith, you know, and Esau eat it. It's gonna be the death of him.
So what? Lack of knowledge.
Yep.
You don't get on social media and tell her, hey, I made this water dispenser where it draws out the water molecule from the sky.
Right.
Give you fresh, clean water. No, you're not pretty good.
Because, hey, if we're in a righteous society, right, that would be great. Have that in every section of a neighborhood, you know what I'm saying? Fresh water. You know?
Actually, if we was in the right society, we
Yeah.
wouldn't
We
need
need
it.
that. Yeah, you wouldn't need that. Yeah, that's right. Hell no, we were doing this like that. You go to the nearest creek.
Yeah, it would be
fresh,
no
you know?
chemtrails in the sky.
That's right.
This was righteous society.
Yep. Damn devil. See? That's how bad it is here, man. We're thinking something like that's good, positive, right? That's horrible that you would even have to come up with a machine
Yep.
to do that. That's how bad this place has gotten, man. We're like, we would settle for something like that.
Yep.
You know, and that ain't right.
Can't even drink tap water.
Nope.
Remember back in the day, you couldn't come back in the house. You had to go get the water hose and drink from it.
If you ain't got no hole, you put your hole
Yeah.
down.
Yep. Or couldn't wait until the firemen turned on the fire hydrant. Oh,
Yeah, all that cool stuff, man. Yeah, it's chemicals.
This is Isaiah 30:1. Woe to the rebellious children, said the Lord, that take counsel but not of me.
It said, woe to the rebellious children. So woe going into destruction, right? To the rebellious children. Who has been known as rebellious and stiff-necked, right? Hard-hearted, the children of Israel. All right? That's been the label that's been put on us through the scriptures, all right? That we're stiff-necked people, man. All right? People that don't like to listen, hard-headed, right? Go ahead.
That take counsel but not of me.
Right, y'all rather take counsel of Esau, Edom, so-called white man. Y'all want to bend down and pray to white man Jesus, and like I said, so you see the so-called the Lord as a white man. So that's why you look at these government officials, man, as your Lord and Savior too, man, because y'all are totally stuck on that, man. So y'all look at these people like they're the greatest, but here it is. The Lord has allowed all this information to come out across the web that, hey, you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans have created everything that y'all see. All right? At least y'all have laid the foundation of how society can be ran. You know, y'all made the inventions. It's something that's, quote unquote, as small as that traffic light out there. That's a major part of this, in this world, a traffic light. All right, Jake did that, man. All right?
So Jake that created the HVAC system.
Yeah, yeah. You wouldn't even have air conditioning if it was Jake, man. That was in prison, wasn't it? If I'm not mistaken. I think it was, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah. Go ahead.
It says, and that cover what they cover, but not of my spirit.
Yep.
That they
like
make.
say y'all trust in America, Babylon the Great, all right, to lead y'all to salvation. Y'all trust in government officials. All right, you don't lean on Yahweh Shemel Shah. All right, you don't pray to nobody, man. You just think yourself is gonna take care of yourself, and you know this government's gonna look after you, man. But the track record shows, man, that these people don't give us, man. All right, they don't have no good intentions with us, man. Now they're trying to push out all these dystopian type futures, where like the place in Saudi Arabia, that little sliver, millions of people gonna be in the middle of the desert, but make it a utopia, you know, like an oasis. Just it's gonna be so beautiful, but you can't leave these walls though, you know. But that's what they want to do, put you all in like a damn fishbowl and look at you while they go all around, you know.
It's like the movie,
Elysium?
Yep.
Elysium. Yep. Exactly. Like they had all the elites up in the, you know, they had all the medical machines, and they could pretty much live forever up there because it was their paradise. Yeah, it was their paradise. Yeah, while they had everybody else, but you can tell that was Jake down there, all fucked up and bad, you know, and building their robots, you know, down in the factories. And they get it. So, yep.
That they may add sin to sin.
Because you're adding sin to sin because you keep following the ways of your oppressors, right? You keep following the ways of the heathen. That just keeps you further and further away from Yahweh Shemel Shah because they don't go off the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of the scriptures.
Yeah,
all right? They don't have these words because they weren't given to them. All right, so they're going off their own ways. All right, the ways of the heathen have nothing to do with Yahweh Shemel Shah, man. All right, they got their own ways that they set up. But guess what? The Lord gave us the law, statutes, and commandments. And He gave us His words, man.
They also follow the demons in their own mind.
Yep.
They don't know how to rebuke them demons. They don't even know it's demons in their mind.
Exactly.
They think it's just their natural thought.
Yep.
Verse 2, then walk to go down into Egypt, and have not asked at my mouth to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh, and to trust in the shadow of Egypt.
Yep. So y'all put your whole trust in America, Babylon the Great, and all to where you've been scattered. All right. You're not seeking Yahweh Shemel Shah. All right. You're not trying to find out what's wrong with this place. All right. Why am I in this position? You know, why is our people in a hole downtrodden? Right. No, y'all don't care, man. Y'all just think, shit, I gotta get this money. I gotta get to this bag. Hey, man, look, I'm my own person. You know, that's how they talk.
God.
They ain't worried about their nation and stuff. Now, like the brother Barzal quoted earlier, you work out your own salvation with fear and trembling. You know that's a requirement. But ultimately, what you say? Hey, man, we care about our people. All right. Hey, that's why we out here. We're out here showing true love, man.
God.
All right. But if our people look at this like we're doing something evil, man. You know, and really, this is the love. We telling y'all, hey, this is all you have to do is come back to the Lord, man, and possibly be saved, man. That's all we're getting, you know. But hey, like I said, they look at us like they want to kill us, man. You know, because what? They rather go down to Egypt for help.
Yep.
All right.
You said that shadow too. A shadow is literally a dark cover.
Yeah. Yeah. Go ahead.
No light.
Yeah.
Verse 3, therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh be your shame, and the trust in the shadow of Egypt your confusion.
See, and that's ultimately become your Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans confusion, man. Because you putting your all and your mind into this place, man. America, Babylon the Great, right? Are you giving into the ways of America, this American nightmare, right? You know what they call the American dream, all right, which is really false, all right? They just put that title out there, they dangle the carrot in front of you, man. That's what the society is about, man. Dangling the carrot, make you go after objectives that a lot of them aren't even obtainable, man. But it helps put forward the Esau's society, man. All right.
It's like going through the whole process of home buying. Yeah. Man, that's jumping through hurdles, trying to get something that's ain't even yours.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You never own the land. You just ran on this house for 30, 50 years or whatever.
Yep.
You really working yourself to death to try to accomplish his home.
That's what mortgage means.
Yeah, man. My Eagle teacher had broke that down to me the freshman year. He's like, mortgage. He's like, literally means pay till you die.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, mortgage meaning death. You know?
Don't let it be repairs need to be done to that.
Woo.
You gotta try to take out another loan to pay this loan so you can get this roof fixed on your house or the gutters. But man, it's a whole hassle, man.
Yep.
Then they raise your mortgage up, so now you gotta work more at work. You know what I'm saying? To pay your mortgage. Don't get into a dispute where you and your spouse split. Oh man. Now they stuck. You know what I'm saying? They can't just up and pack them. No, you gotta go through a whole nother process to even sell it.
Yep. Right, and then right, you better hope you ain't trying to sell it and not losing money on it.
That's what's gonna happen.
Yeah, that's gonna happen to a lot of people. Man. Hey, that's a good subject because all these people went out crazy over these last couple of years buying up these houses at extreme values. Now we at the point where what? It's like the roller coaster at the top.
Yep.
It's about to go down.
Yep.
And they stuck with them high ass expensive houses.
Yep.
These people are gonna be stuck, man. They're gonna be upside down trying to sell shit.
Exactly.
But they say, what's the name is in the position right now to buy them all, Chase.
See? Yeah.
Well, see, people fail to realize when people like Chase and stuff is buying up these houses, this ain't doing it but setting up for that C here, man.
Yep.
Only way you're gonna be able to survive with your mortgage is you gotta take that C here, man. That's what it's gonna all come down to is that C here.
Yep.
Yeah, man. Look, well, like brothers in New York, man, had a Jake come up to the camp, and he had this little regular grocery bag. He said it cost him $90. He said dinner ain't even in this. All right. They were like, well, how much was the eggs, by the way? He said, if you want the large brown eggs, it's $12 a dozen.
Yep.
You know, the regular white, it was $8 a dozen, man. So, you know, now, look, but see, everybody thinks everything's a joke. So now you see memes and stuff, you know, talking about, people bagging up, little 3 eggs in a bag, hustling eggs instead of, drugs or whatever, So,
I got this scramble.
yeah.
I got this scramble. You want them hards?
Yeah, I got that over easy.
Yeah.
Poached gonna be extra.
Yeah.
What you got? Sunny side up, man.
Sunny side.
You know what? It be Jake making the memes
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
Jake don't take nothing serious, man.
Nope.
'Cause remember, what was that? Back in the beginning of 2020, when was World War III popped off? And I was making memes about getting drafted and shit. Like, man, y'all don't take nothing serious. God damn.
But I got the brown, I got the white. What you want?
Yeah, right.
The brown and white.
Man, look, that's
The yolk is extra.
yeah, right. Yeah, just egg whites. Yeah, I got egg whites and yolks.
Egg whites, that's gonna be the cocaine.
Yeah.
You know, white.
Because that's supposed to be, these Edomites and shit. They be saying that's the healthy part. They try to do that, lose weight, shit like that. Yeah, man. So, like I said, this place is headed for a major destruction, man. And these people, especially 2/3 of you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man, get destroyed for the lack of knowledge. So you about to get really caught up out here bad. You'll be out here bad,
Yep.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 1, verse 3. It says, the ox knoweth his owner, and the ass his master's crib. But Israel doth not know, my people doth not consider. Right, man? We know the ox and the ass to be two of some of the dumbest animals, man. But what, man? They know who their owner is. The scripture just said Israel doth not consider. So you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man, you don't consider who Yahweh Bashim Yahshua is, man. You don't consider his righteousness, man. Why? Because y'all too indulged in wickedness, man. Y'all keep rejecting this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, man. All right, and that's why I'm going back to the opening scripture in Hosea chapter 4, man. All right, my people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge, man. All right, lack of what knowledge? The wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of the scriptures, man. All right, that's why you see Jake's mental is just out of there, man.
Yep.
All right, Jake, a lot of Jake has become just a bunch of degenerates, man, a bunch of reprobates, man. But hey, guess what, man? The Lord has judgments awaiting 2/3 of our people, man.
I'm really about
All right.
you tonight. I'm really about you tonight, for real. Go to work.
That's it.
Huh. Okay. This is the book of Sirach, chapter 21, verse 6, and it reads, "He that hateth to be reproved is in the way of sinners, but he that feareth Yahweh will repent from his heart." Okay, so yeah, he that hated to be reproved, you don't want any correction. Okay, and how are you corrected? By these laws, statutes, and commandments. Okay, it says you are in the way of sinners. Okay, and that chief sinner, is Esau Edom. As the scriptures say, even though favor is shown unto him, he will not learn righteousness. Okay, he's not going to learn it. So when you're in the way of sinners, as we bring out all the time, the wages of sin is death. That's simple. All right.
That's the real can't get right.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's right. He was made to do wrong, and that's it.
Yeah.
Wrong and only wrong.
Yeah. What it say? Consider the work of Yahweh.
Yep.
What He has made crooked, no one can make straight.
That's
Roughly
right.
paraphrasing. Yeah.
Yep.
This is and he goes on to say, but he that feareth Yahweh will repent from his heart, and that's that's us out here. We know, just like the scriptures say, there's not a just man who has not sinned,
Right.
but a just man falls 7 times and he get back up. All right, so and that's the thing. We have to repent every single day. For things that we that we know we've done, and things we unknowingly that we do. It's like we get up and put on clothes made of cotton and polyester, knowing you're not supposed to have mixed fabrics. You gotta repent from that. Okay. So yeah, you gotta repent. But 2/3 of Jacob is not going to do that until it's too late. If you saying earlier, elder, that they don't know him, what's going to make him laugh. But we do know one thing is going to make him laugh. When he called for him and we didn't hear, he said, "I will laugh when your calamity comes." Yeah.
Well, going back to the cause, we try to do the best we can. I mean, we in the flesh, and we gotta go to our enemy for one of our things.
Yep.
So we just try to do the best because look, we're gonna be for real, bro. Don't none of us, let's say, get a Nike T-shirt, look inside, it's 100%, 20% polyester, 80% rayon. Don't none of us do that.
God.
But, we try to do the best. We don't do that.
Yeah.
So it's mixed, It's on sale though for $4. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
All right, but like the scriptures say,
I'm just saying because he's saying, don't know, 2/3 we tell you.
Yeah, got it.
But the thing about it, at least we have the knowledge of it.
Yeah.
They don't have the knowledge of it.
No, you're right.
The Lord knows. He's not buy a pair of shoes and, oh Lord, this half wool, half leather. They don't say on 269,
But that this we joke, but that's the thing. We're in that predicament. In this world. He's got this is our land of our captivity. He's got us completely going off. But you can bet Esau is accusing us before the Lord.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'm glad you mentioned that too, because they're going to show you too. Not to get out of topic, but we got to throw it out there sometime. They're going to show you why we're not under the new covenant. You know what I'm saying? Because we're under the new covenant, we would know that. Oh shit, I can't get them new brothers. They got cotton shoestring, a polyester end for the emblem. You know what I'm saying? And rayon. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Okay.
God.
But see, look, Jake, that don't mean run off and like, let me get this pork soup. You know what I'm saying?
Pork soup.
That's something, that's something.
They gonna get a pork sandwich.
Yeah, the pork soup. A pork soup. Slap me some shit. You're right, exactly. Look. But but that's things we can control. You know what I'm saying? Like this clothing thing, we ain't got no power when it comes to that, man. But like your food choices, that's why if you're in the right mind, we ask. Especially we're like, hey, what's in that? You know what I mean? We ain't just gonna get down and start eating anything. You know what I mean?
Eat all the ingredients.
Yeah, like
Let me get the real tips.
you're all right. Oh, I thought there was some beef. Come on, bro. You know where we live, man.
I thought it was turkey.
Yeah, right. Show them.
Yeah. Should have asked. Yeah. I don't care.
Big ass pig out front.
Yeah.
You know, and you didn't know the ass.
Yeah. Squirrel's barbecue.
Yep.
You know what they specialize in. I'm not saying they wouldn't make it, but you gotta check. You got, you know, that's our mindset. We check on stuff. You know? That's part of what? Giving effort, though.
Yep.
I don't care if it's side. Hey, you put pork in your greens.
Yeah.
Put pork in your beans.
Yep.
They looking at your salad. And, hey, look, I got high blood pressure.
Yeah.
Yep.
I need to know.
You know what I'm saying? You want me falling on your floor, flopping?
Yeah.
You gave me some pork.
I did it. Yeah, what is this other thousand?
Put 2 envelopes in the jawbreaker.
Yep. With that chicken or that turkey sausage, what kind of skin is on it?
Yeah, oh yeah, they'll
Yeah.
get you there.
Yep.
Have a pork casing on there,
Yep.
man. Esau's a demon, man.
Yep.
Now you done wasted $9
Yep.
on some chicken sausage because they got pork case.
Yep.
See, that's how Esau do it. Because like you got some ingredients that are really like in bold, bigger. And then if you look further down in the packaging of whatever food item you're buying, there's ingredients that are written in smaller letter.
Yep.
And you'll find like what pork or anything that has contains
Yellow
pork.
9,
Red 40.
That's what you were going to earlier. You know, Esau being the accuser of our brother because Esau will put stuff out there for us to walk in.
Yeah.
You know, right before Heavenly Father was looking at Son, look at the people, Lord.
Yep.
And the Lord's looking at him like, nigga, you the one that put it out there.
Right.
But sometimes Esau won't even put it on the label, period.
Nope.
Yeah, right, yeah, that we just say.
That's why you got to pray over it.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah,
Exactly.
and like you said, you know, you got food, I bet it's gonna be defiled with some skeletons. Roughly paraphrase.
And
So
just
we
like
have to pray.
Yeah, just like a wicked ass nigga like Charleston White, man. How he was saying when he used to run that little food truck, he said, I was putting pork all in that beef stuff. He said, the Muslims, they're like, ooh, it's so good. You know, but it's a,
Oh,
that's a nigga.
he was getting the Muslims back?
yeah.
That's a nigga.
He said, I used to sell them, boy, I mixed that pork in there and say it was pulled beef. Yeah, there, tear that shit up. But that's a big boy, a demon.
Hey, but see, that's the big thing in the South, though, because I know because my grandma used to do that. She used to mix, like, let's say she making meatballs or meatloaf. Sometimes she'll mix a little pork in there, talking about to add flavor.
Right.
Oh.
As a matter of fact, even here now, Golden Corral, they do their meatloaf like that. They mix beef and pork together. I found out the hard way. I got it, and I tasted, man, this tastes funny. And just having to look up, and it showed the ingredients of the meatloaf is pork and beef. So I dumped that shit, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
The new name for that is collagen.
Yep.
Collagen. Yep.
Yeah,
Okay.
they sell it in Kroger's now. You'll get a roll of meat, and it'll say half pork and
I
half
see
beef.
that, yeah. You know, the people just grabbing
Yeah.
anything. Yeah.
If
But that was the fastest selling meat, though.
Yep. If you go into collagen casing, go look it up, and it'll say pork and or beef. So
See, they
you
Pork
know, they,
and or.
yeah, yeah,
So you don't know if
You don't
get
know.
beef or pork or both.
or both exactly.
That's why we got to get up out of here, man. It's a damn mystery box. Every damn thing we do, man, in here, man. You know,
Yeah.
you can't.
Is this a man t-shirt or a woman or is it unisex?
Right.
What is it? It's unisex. I don't want it.
Right.
No. I ain't gonna be wearing the same t-shirt this big old buff bitch wearing. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about his unisex. Hey, I like your shirt. You know what I'm saying? I got the same one. Except mine is pink.
Right.
Oh my
You
goodness.
know,
Shirley.
Yeah. Oh man.
You know too?
It's not on topic. Real quick, this is Micah chapter 2 and verse 1. Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds when the morning. Micah chapter 2 and verse 1. Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hand. So, you know, hey, Esau, he don't being empowered, all right? He's constantly trying to find ways to create ways to have Jake to go off to break the law, statutes, and commandments. All right, and that word woe means death and destruction. All right, so that's woe unto these elites. All right, these high-ranking banking families. All right, these Edomites that are governing the world in wickedness. All right, hey, death and destruction unto you, man.
Mm-hmm.
All right, because they're doing all this. All right, what do they do? All right, when you go to Jake's neighborhood, you see nothing but liquor stores. What are they selling there, man? Nothing but garbage.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I don't know, man. They're all over the That Chardonnay is good too, man. Now go ahead,
But all right, real quick though, it is that deep though too. A lot of people, man, talking like, oh, I didn't like that. Esau really is putting all his power into stopping Jacob.
Yes.
Literally.
Diligent search.
Literally. Yes, they are against you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans to the fullest. And they're having these meetings, and we're in the meetings, man. You know, not us, but, the conversation is about us, man.
Yeah.
All right, best believe it.
Just back to your point of it, and you talk about the new covenant, not getting on that, but just before that, he said, if you could take away the ordinance of the moon and the sun, I will cast off the seed of Israel for all they've done. Roughly paraphrasing. That is, deep. If you trying to take out the moon and the sun to destroy us, and they tried it.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like,
they tried it.
Go back to that Micah 2. Read that.
Yeah, read that. Yeah.
You ain't done with that, brother.
It's right at the top. You can break that to
This is Micah chapter 2 and verse 1. Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hand. Yeah, so it's in the power of these the wicked elite. All right, to keep on creating stumbling blocks for our people or should I say snares. All right, for our people to fall into, man. All right, just like how we were going into the food industry, how they put pork and everything. All right, and our people, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, a lot of them they're not on a level to really look into what Esau Edom puts into these foods, man. All right.
And also too, just like the C-19, that was a very high level satanic device to do. They like I said, devise iniquity on their bed because it's in the power of their hand. There was a very high level satanic ritual they did to sacrifice all these people to Satan.
Kind of
you know what
old.
I'm saying? Huh?
I got a quicker for you. Just to back you up, remember what you said. This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 4, verse 16. For they sleep not, except they have done mischief, and their sleep is taken away unless they cause some to fall. All right, so that's going right into what your precept and what you're just saying. That's a wicked, satanic stuff, and they cause a lot of people to fall.
Still cause them.
Yeah, still cause them to fall. And they said, they said if I recall, that these things were going to take effect in about 2 or 3 years.
Yeah, they said that was the life expectancy.
Yeah.
If you got the juicy juice, your life expectancy was going to be 2 or 3 years.
Mm-hmm. And you said these people drop left and right.
Yeah. Who just put in the group? These elites looking for new pilots.
Yeah.
That didn't take.
Oh,
them.
yeah.
So they'll just fall out. Yeah.
The unjabbed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they telling you that the jab. You know what I'm saying? So we not so crazy after all.
And on top of that, and I got to look into it. It said that what's the name has the patent on anybody that got it. Gates. But they did say you can't patent anything that's natural. The Supreme Court did pass that.
Right.
Yep. But once you change it, it becomes property.
Yeah, once you alter it.
Yep.
In any type of way, man.
Yep. Anything natural. Yep.
Yeah, that's it.
Which is what's it? It's plant-based stuff.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because remember they putting it they putting the juicy juice in the food now.
Yeah.
Yep.
So you know, so really, that's why it takes the spirit of Yahweh Shemel Rashad to be with you, because you don't know what the hell you're eating now.
Yep.
You think you getting a loaf of sunbeam sandwich sliced bread, and it got the jab in it, bro.
Right.
So that's like one of my biggest fears is, shit, I've been in the hospital for 4 months. I don't know if them some of the bitches jabbed me up or what, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just praying to the Lord, they did.
That's why, that's why we need Yahweh Shemashah. There ain't no way around it.
Yeah,
no
man.
other way around it. Right? With this wicked man.
Yeah, this, man, you gotta have these laws, statutes, and commandments, man. Because, you know, we see what level of evil and wickedness this dude operates with. And a lot, just like, you know, the opening scripture, a lot of people get caught out there, man. But it's their choice.
You got your own.
Or they locked it.
That was
Go back to the mic. Okay, go ahead, bro.
I want to start back at one.
No, go to
This is Micah chapter 2. It's like Micah, Micah chapter 2 and verse 2. It says, and they covet fields and take them by violence, and houses and take them away. So they oppress a man and his house, even a man and his heritage. All right, and primarily how is the so-called Negro, Latino, and Native American, all right, being oppressed? All right, they have their heritage taken away from them, and you have another nation portraying that they're the people of the scriptures, which are these small hats, man, are in the land of Israel, man.
You forgot about they cover fields and houses. That's one of the real reasons why this Ukraine war is happening, because America has a lot of invested interest in Ukraine.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So they're trying to take it from Russia.
Sending them weapons.
Yep.
What was that scene in Iron Man? He got the first one. That missile came by, had his name on it.
Yeah. Well, just like what Putin said, we're fighting NATO right now.
Yeah.
They literally got all the damn weapons. You know?
Yeah.
It's like,
Because America got invested interest in the natural resources in Ukraine. That's why this war is going on.
Yep.
And soon to be what? Taiwan.
Yep.
It's about to pop off.
See what I'm saying?
Yep.
So it's
And that's America that's covering all these fields and houses, man. Trying to take everything, man.
And they say what? Take it by violence.
Yep.
See,
That's what they do.
Violence, weapon, the sword. You know, they that which was what they bless them.
Yep.
All right, they using it to the fullest.
That's right.
Man, what do you say? Also, that oppressors heritage. You know, you remember back in the workforce. You know, the women that Crown Act that they just passed now. That's nothing new. Them companies had Jake cutting off his beard, you know, for a long time. And that's another key that should really make us think. We're the only nation of people that get them razor bumps. Everybody else can shave their beard and don't have those problems. What we weren't supposed to do it. Supposed to do it.
Then too, it said it oppressed a man in his heritage. What else is part of our heritage? Our nationality.
Yep.
That's right.
What's the main thing going on with the anti-automatic, whatever?
Yeah, semi-automatic.
Yeah, anti-semi-automatic. That's oppressing a man in his heritage.
Yep.
So we are those people, man.
Yep.
But Esau don't want us to admit that we are the people, or that the world recognize that we are the people.
Nope.
You know what I'm saying?
Nope. We can say we anybody else but the Israel.
Right.
If a section of Moab came out and was like, no, we this, they'd probably be like, well, you were part of that little bit of section. But when it's us, that can't be. That's crazy. You know, the rest of the world think that.
Yeah.
You lying niggers.
Yeah.
Because they know what's going to happen.
Right.
By my hand of Judah.
That's right.
Yep.
That's right. Go ahead, brother.
Verse 3, therefore thus saith the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushai, behold, against this family do I devise an evil, from which ye shall not remove your necks, neither shall ye go haughtily, for this time is slacking.
Hey, read that verse again.
Micah chapter 2 and verse 3, it says, therefore thus saith the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushai, behold, against this family do I devise an evil, from which ye shall not remove your necks. Neither shall ye go haughtily, for this time is evil.
So you ain't got no business walking around in this time period proud. For what? And you can't even afford, like we're going into, you can't even afford a dozen eggs.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So why is you walking around proud, man? The Lord is bringing this place down, but you people act like it's still thriving.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
They do.
Gas keep bouncing up and down. You people act like it's still thriving out here.
Yep.
You know, you can watch your little NFL playoff game or basketball, it's still thriving. You go to the bar, get your little drink, it's still thriving. You know what, it ain't fool. America is basically hanging off of the thought of hope.
Yep.
That's the only thing keeping this place alive is hope.
You know it's bad. You got the last president and the new one under investigation.
Right.
Both of them. Dumb and dumber.
And you ain't got no good potential candidates.
Oh.
I knew it was a joke when Herschel Walker was announced. He goes, what? You ain't played football since '72.
He said one too.
He said the erection is for the people.
Yeah. Like, what?
Right. Somebody get this. Was a CT?
CTE.
Yeah. Sit his ass down. Yeah.
They call them radio.
Yeah.
All right. All right. With that, we hope this lesson was edifying for the body. Once again, we're going to give all praises, glory, and honor to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Kakadash.
Double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well and teaching us this 100% truth. Salutations to them and our fellow Akim who labor in this truth week in and week out on the highways and byways. Also, salutations to the hopeful elect of the scattered 12 tribes of Israel, scattered to the four corners of the earth that be like unto the speckled bird. To you, we say Shalom.
Shalom.
Abba Ba. Kwam Yasharallah.
Kwam Yasharallah.
All right, Shalom to you, sincere Akim and Akawath on the comment board.
Shalom.
You was live? I ain't seen no one.
I never said they come across either.